In the early 80s, Alpha saw that there was a need for mentorship and development, really around leadership and brotherhood to our young boys, our young men. So they created, out of the southern region, their first institute. And it's actually coined or phrased Leadership Development Institute, LDI, but it's actually Leadership Development Citizen Education Institute. And they found that their young boys were not really exposed to how to go to college, didn't really see a lot of black men in their life.
1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I've seen certain youth where they look at their life as being successful or defining their life as being successful by being a rapper, being an athlete, things like that. I'm an athlete as well, and I definitely wanted to move forward and play for that big school and then of course go to the NFL and things like that. But somebody sat me down and talked to me as far as, what do you want to do with your life? That's not who you are. That may be the environment that you're in, but there's more to you.
And so if you take nothing else from today, know that you should always present your best self at all times.
Here at the General Convention, we hosted an LDI, of course our major theme around leadership. So we not only taught them some principles about leadership, but we partnered with the Marines, who's one of our corporate partners. And they brought in their team from all across the country, New York, California, Austin, and did some leadership agility testing where they were running around the hotel, doing push-ups, sit-ups, having to make decisions in groups. And it really was good because it applied what we were trying to teach them. From lecture, they were actually able to see it. And they saw, as we would say, some of the weakest links in the group and some of the leaders, they naturally kind of organically rose to the top.
To work hard and to seek out opportunities. The Marine Corps is one of many opportunities for these young men, and they'll have, many of them were scholars, they were athletes, members of student organizations, so they're going to have lots of opportunities, and we just wanted to show them that with a strong body and a strong mind, that the Marine Corps is another option for them. My main thing is that, without struggle there is no progress, and what I wanted to impart to them is, through hard work, through sacrifice, the world is theirs. Whatever they want to do, be it in the military, be it in the corporate world, you have to put in the work, put in the time. And the fraternity has showcased that throughout my career and also in the military.
They're exposed to what education is like. A lot of these young boys may have never even been to a college campus, maybe first-generation college students. And they get a series of workshops and trainings. So they learn everything about leadership development, brotherhood, how to access education, what does it take, as well as how to manage your money, how to be healthy. So it uses a holistic approach where we really try to touch every area of a young brother's life as they try to develop into a man and ensure that they're providing some education around what to do and what not to do.
First thing we got up here, it means to take pride in yourself. What's pride? Come on, talk with me now. What's pride?
Like thinking very highly of yourself.
Thinking highly of yourself. What else is pride?
So we talked about health. We had a phenomenal speaker where she really drove into, why do you need to be healthy? What are healthy choices that you need to make? Why is it important? How can it impact your life? We then focused on, police and dealing with the police, because we know as African American men, that's generally something that we have to deal with that we're not prepared for. So we had a brother who was a police officer come in and tell them, these are your rights, these are your responsibilities, and this is what you should do and what you shouldn't do when you approach with the police. And then last but not least, we focus on dressing for success. As we know, these young brothers are eventually going to be going for interviews, they're eventually going to be going for college interviews. What does it mean to be dressing for success? So we made sure that we had a workshop where we showed them how to tie a tie, how to dress up, what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, and gave them kind of a real snapshot as to, how can you be successful at dressing.
Raise your hand high if you want to go to college. I need to see it higher than that. You want to go to college, that's good. You should be able to say, I will give my all, and even give a little bit more after that.
Healthy mind, body, and spirit, I think it really takes all of that for success, and we try to tackle that on every level.